1K I spun down on my wrist. $200 we should have wrote. The ring go on, won't call her again. Woke up running in mountain. Crib as big as a college. Me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsche.
Game show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season. Both squads believing this will be a great year. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year.
Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Crowd here in anticipation of their 2-zip in this season series.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Now LeBron following the 3-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. No one near James as he lets it go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron sets the screen for Smith. 5 on the clock. On its way from Irving for 2. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
On defense, Cleveland. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Now, here's Irving. Love with the screen on Russell. Down low, here's Mozgov. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
And the Lakers with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. Randall kicks to Russell, and he banks in the layup. Russell's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Irving. A stupendous finish in traffic.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really, at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's a pick by Love. Irving dishes to James. The kick out to Irving. Here's Mozgov. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Russell kicks to Randall. Good.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Irving. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Lakers. Love with the screen for Irving. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Irving's got 8.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Randall. Drills it from outside.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Here's Irving. Here's Love. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cavaliers trailing. LeBron passes to Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. And the dunk by James.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these 2 teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Dishes to Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Nance with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
That is good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now here's Shumpert. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 5 on the clock. The drive by LeBron. High arcing shot. Here's Thompson out to Shumpert. And there's the pass to James. It's deflected.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Passes it to Santos. 3-pointer. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Love outside.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. He kicks to James. Love with the screen for LeBron. To the inside. LeBron James on the wing. The feed to Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. Trying to get back on track, and it's good on the way in. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rebound, Love.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. Fella's going to hurt somebody with a dunk like that. Probably will hurt himself.
Oh, there's too much fun to be had.
And he's having it. That had to be fun.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Picked by Mozgov. Back to Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Frye with the ball. He's against Young. Frye, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And it's sent back by Russell. Nice break, the Lakers. Russell's running. Here's Randall. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The first one falls.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Tariq Black. World Peace comes in for Young. And it's Bryant in for Jordan Clarkson. And a wide-open look for Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And former coach of the year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Here's Kobe. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mozgov a screen on Russell. Irving dishes to Mozgov. And Fry kicks to Smith. From outside.
He's converting points, but the defense stood tall there.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. Sacre, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Richard Jefferson. On defense, the Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Fry, good. Fry's got 4 points this quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Russell kicks to Hibbert. World peace on the way. No good with the wing jumper. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And it's Smith missing.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
And Kobe Bean Bryant, the only 30,000 point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe. In that category.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Fry. James comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Shumpert in there for Irving. James kicks to Shumpert. He feeds it to Dellavedova. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Off the screen. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Shumpert.
And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously gifted as a playmaker as well.
And that one's good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova dishes to Love. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Let's look at the stats for Love. Good season for him last year. Put up about 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Nance comes in for Meta World Peace. Unloads from 9. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Dellavedova. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And the basket good. 9 points for B.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
There's the pick. Pass to Shumpert. Shumpert with the screen for LeBron. The screen from Thompson. Here's Dellavedova. The shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so he hits both. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Shumpert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fast break. The Lakers. Here's Wirtz. He has 7. Nance passes to Santos. And stolen by Love. Outside Shumpert. 54 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to James. Wide open. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. Young's checked in. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Shot from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's 11 points for B.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. And now here comes Young leading the break. Nance dishes to Bass. Santos covered by LeBron. Santos, the pass to Nance. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. The fadeaway. Offensive rebound. Bass. And the rejection by James. And so that brings the first half to a close. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 14. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Well, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. And you combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope Coach is coming down hard.
That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Russell is out there with Kobe. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's B, and it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Smith, no luck.
They're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Picked by Mozgov. Three-pointer. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 11 points. It's tipped. Here's Santos. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 15.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
On the wing, Irving. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
If you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Randall. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on LeBron James.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
For Los Angeles, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw good from Randall.
It's been an excellent game we've seen from Julius Randle. He has 12 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
Picked by Mozgov. From 18 feet away. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Cleveland. Hibbert with the screen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Russell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. And here's Irving. He's got 17. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to James. No good on the three.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry fee.
The Lakers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now the dish to Mozgov. The kick out to Irving. And stolen by Russell. Jumps up, and Randall throws it down.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Irving dishes to Mozgov. By himself. And finished off by Bryant.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. LeBron passes to Mozgov to halt the run, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Los Angeles. World Peace comes in for Kobe. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for James. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Russell kicks to Randall. Mozgov with the steal. Outside Irving. The floater, and it's blocked, but they get it back. Here's Mozgov. Jefferson kicks to Fry. 5 on the clock. Smith drives in. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Mozgov, a screen on world peace. Smith dishes to Mozgov. Back to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. And there's Richard Jefferson on the assist by Smith. Jefferson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Tariq Black. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Clarkson in for B. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Amon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. No good. Nice D from Russell. Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
To the middle, here's Jefferson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Jefferson's got 5.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Russell kicks to Bass. World peace, the pass to Bass. He dishes it to Nance. Feeds it to Clarkson. Connects on the foul line jumper. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Thompson, a screen on Russell. Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Floats one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. To the paint. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his first basket of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Kicks to Nance. Russell with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got 11 points.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Clarkson. His three-pointer's off the mark. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here, it's his first trip to the line.
At the line
That free throw, no good. And Cleveland making a change here. 2 shots. And the second free throw, good. Clarkson with the ball. Young for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with McRae. And it's James in at the 3.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
It's deflected and stolen by Love. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Randall comes in for Sacre, and Bees subbed in for Nick Young. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith is checked in. LeBron a screen on Kobe. Shot off the pick. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's now 21 points for Kyrie Irving. Bryant passes to Randall. Ball's knocked loose. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
Got a hand on it.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Now Smith. There's the screen. Outside Irving. And the dunk by LeBron.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Tries from 16, and he hits the jump shot. 22 points for B.
Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Irving attacking, and another miss by Cleveland.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Smith against Kobe. Smith, and off the front iron, and in it goes. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Pass to Randall. Pass, dishes to Russell. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Santos. Misses off the left iron.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Here's Russell. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
No good on that one. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Irving drives in.
Lakers foul. And shot that's the first foul at the line for the Lakers.
That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
So it's the Lakers now. Outside, Russell. Bass with the screen. Inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass, a nasty jam.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
James outside. Outside, Irving. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Russell. Lakers leading by 23. Dishes it to Randall. It's tipped. Russell kicks to Randall. Outside, Kobe. Russell passes to Bass. To the inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LeBron James. Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
You know, he passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
the
one.
Old Buckeye, you're
yeah,
right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Los Angeles.
And, you know, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
Here is Russell. The pass to Hibbert. Santos. James covering. Santos, the pass to Hibbert. That shot wide open.
Hey, guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I'd take any of the top guys on that list over someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called.
Irving attacking. That's tipped to the inside. Love takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Russell dishes to Hibbert. Rebound by Smith.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Irving's shot is good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Russell passes to Santos. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for James. And then Shumpert in there for Irving. And here's Young from the arc. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems.
It's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Here's the screen. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Offline with his three. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just